I've worked in every single area you can imagine in psychiatry in this country and in many outside of this country, just looking for a job where I could be a communication specialist, conversation, a connection specialist. Since there wasn't any to behold, I finally decided I needed to back out of the field. And I started backing out. And that's when Welcome to Humanity sort of entered my world. Welcome to Humanity, self-explanatory, like this life of ours. Maybe there's nothing wrong with you. Maybe this world is just kind of wildly difficult to understand and to walk through. Maybe there's some real deep troubles out there and inconsistencies and incongruencies. Welcome to Humanity is how that thing got started. And, I branded it up with using the proper professionals. And, it's over the years, since the last 7 years or so, it's become more and more obvious to me that it's a really cool name and it's consistent with who I am. And from there, we had offshoots. Global Madness was an offshoot. That was a documentary that I got started. And then, we really, I wrote this book, Creative 8. So the Creative 8 is, you can see it actually, it's right there.
So let's get into the voice, because again, I'm sure this idea of finding your voice comes out of all of that. When people are medicated, when people have been put down, categorized, they don't know how to find that voice. So help us find that voice. Help us get rid of that and shift into, and I love the phraseology. You have this thing that your true voice is everywhere.
Yeah.
You just have to find the true voice. It's literally right in front of you, right?
Right, exactly. So you've had this true voice the whole time. And a true voice is not a matter of singing necessarily, although the Creative 8 pokes towards many different ways to express your true voice, even over and above this simple vocality and auditory. Meaning art, music, dancing, singing, drama, cooking, writing, gardening. These are the things that are other ways to express ourselves, our truest voice. Your truest voice can be found when you get the things that are in your way out of your way. For instance, different hindrances. We've learned how to exaggerate. We've learned how to become duplicitous. We've learned how to say things that even we don't believe. We've learned how to not say things when we know we should. We've learned that if we lie or just tell a half truth, then we don't get in trouble for that very moment. So we should be compassionate with ourselves that we've learned how to be inauthentic with our words. Now, what's very cool is that being inauthentic, or in other words, pretending to be someone that you're not in order to protect the person you are, is just straight ludicrous.
So the imposter syndrome, public speakers go through it, broadcasters, leaders go through it. They fake it till they make it, but they don't ever make it because they're not authentic. That's what you're talking about.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Again, you can get right up on stage and act like you're, someone who you admire, someone else or something, or someone who you think your listeners want to hear. But that shit just doesn't work. And we all know that it doesn't work. Not only does it not come through, it doesn't make you any friends, and your inauthenticity comes through. And there's nothing wrong with being inauthentic. We're all struggling with that possibility, right? All of us, me and you right now. I mean, we're all struggling. It's not like you find authenticity and then you're just authentic, like, been there, done that.
So then what do you do? It'd be like, again, my example, my stutter, I had to get comfortable with knowing I would blow it on stage. I have gotten comfortable where I'll go blah, 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 and I'll make a joke and move on. It's a whole different game than when I first was younger, and I hated the stutter. So there is a freedom that comes with embracing the real you, isn't there?
There is. Very well said. And thank you for sharing that. I call it acceptance, forgiveness, compassion for yourself.